allow her to go to feed her children? He said, who is guarantee that she will come back? Holy Prophet said, I am the guarantor. I will stay here as her guarantee till she comes back. Holy Prophet stood there till the deer came back. So that person was happy. Then he said, Holy Prophet, oh Holy Prophet, is there any service for me which I can do for you, to you? Holy Prophet said, if you want to make me happy, yes. He said, yes, I want to make you happy. He said, then set her this deer at freedom, free her. Let her live with her children, and I am ready to pay you the money, the price. He said, no, I don't need the money. So she was freed. So the message of Islam is the message of peace for everyone, for every single person of the community of mankind, for every single person, every single member of the community of animal kingdom, every single person belonging to the community of birds, belonging to the community of animals, anything, any living creature of the world. Islam has committed, Islam has commanded that you should be peaceful to them, you should be kind to them, soft to them, merciful to them, compassionate to them, generous to them. And your character, your conduct of peace and love and tolerance is in fact the greatness of your faith and Iman in Islam. And this is the message which has been conveyed by every religion, as I mentioned in the beginning. Every religion conveys the message of peace, conveys the message of love, conveys and communicates and preaches the message of tolerance, of forgiveness, of generosity, of mercy, compassion and benevolence. So these are the basic values which upgrade the rank of human beings, which upgrade the rank of spiritualism, which provide us with spiritual excellence, and which takes the human beings in great and higher heavens and paradise in proximity of Almighty God. I hope I have conveyed the message of Islam as a peace for mankind, peace for humanity, but at the same time the message of all religions as peace for mankind. I have preached the whole thing. So we have to live together in a peaceful coexistence. I congratulate you on being members of peaceful, democratic and lovely Australian society, which I have found similar to my own Canadian society, where the true values of democracy, true values of humanism and true values of freedom and equality are being practiced. I pray for success, for your success. I pray for your prosperity. I pray for Australian society, Australian government and their efforts in order to promote the human values and multiculturalism. And I pray for whole mankind so that mankind may again be able to live in an atmosphere of peace and love and tolerance together. Thank you very much. Wassalamu.
Thank you very much, Honorable Dr. Tahir-ul-Qadri Sahib.
Minhaj volunteers are outside. If you want to grab some publications and there's no funding from anywhere. All this event has been put together by the volunteers and their time and effort and money of the Minhaj organization, which was founded by Dr. Tahir-ul-Qadri in 1980. So once again, thank you to all the volunteers and people who have put all their efforts in organizing this function. I would also like to invite Farooq Hussain, the president of the South Asia this event, and has taken also great efforts in organizing this event. So from me, from tonight, a very big thank you to all of you.
Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you very much. What a pearly word from the Dr. Tahir-ul-Qadri, what a beautiful word we have from It gives me immense pleasure tonight to be with you, Shaykh-ul-Islam Dr. Tahir-ul-Qadri. Let me also pay my special thanks to Minhaj-ul-Quran International and their humble deep corners of my affectionate heart. Fortunate events are unfolding today in Norway. Let us all pray today for the people of Norway to come out of this stress and depression, and may Lord give them power and will to come to Norway. And they knew that at 1:30 p.m.
This is a communication of solidarity with the Norwegian community from us, from Australia.
So that's the end of the evening. I hope so. Also the representative of Australian governments are here, and I would invite Mr. Frank Pegori, the MP from Broadmeadows, to say a few words, if possible. So thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm Frank Maguire. I represent Broadmeadows in the Victorian Parliament, and I'm privileged to represent the community with the greatest number of I'd just like to echo the vote of thanks that I gave yesterday, that it is an absolute privilege to hear such an enlightened man, to hear such a powerful message, to hear the scholarship and the intellectual rigour that has gone behind his distillation of these thoughts, these philosophies, and to be able to put them with such clarity and such commitment and such passion. And this is rare in any community all around the world. And it's an honour and a privilege, and I'd like, on behalf of my community, to be able to connect up in a greater way with what your message is, because I think it echoes and it resonates right throughout Victoria and Australia, and I think it's a very powerful and timely message. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Also, I would invite any of the multi-faith disciplines to...
I would like to thank everybody for coming here today and for attending this great event. It's been a long time coming. I had the chance to sit with Dr. Tahir-ul-Qadri last night for some time, and I would just like to say that I'm nothing but a humble student of his, inshaAllah ta'ala. I've been trying to put this message across in many khutbahs and many sermons at the Islamic Council of Victoria, and try to re-educate our youth in Australia, especially myself being one of the two only recognised homegrown imams in this state. And it's a very weighty, very huge weight that I have to carry across with being that, especially when there are many other imams who have come from overseas. So I basically just want to encourage you to purchase any of the teachings of the books of Dr. Tahir-ul-Qadri outside. And I wish, inshaAllah ta'ala, by the will of Allah, that we can connect also and fulfill this particular message widely. Thank you very much.
I would like to invite Anne Whitelock on the stage as well, so say a couple of words. Dr. Tahir-ul-Qadri has more than 500 published books and up to 1,000 contributions of books. Some of the publications are outside, so please grab them on your way back.
My name is Annie Whitlock. I'd like to thank you very much for inviting myself and some of the Buddhist community. We enjoyed your talk immensely. Peace and happiness sounds wonderful, and it almost sounds easy, but it's one of the most difficult and challenging things to actually commit to and to practice. That's all I would like to say. It takes great courage, and I admire you, and I admire all of you. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, with those beautiful words...
Thank you very much for your talk tonight. It was very uplifting. My name is Bhakta Das. I'm a Hare Krishna devotee, a priest in the Hare Krishna movement, and the Secretary for the Hindu Community Council here in Victoria. And on behalf of my brothers and sisters within the Hindu community, I thank you very much. It was very uplifting. One of the philosophies that we have in Krishna consciousness and within the Hindu tradition is that a lot of people think that in this day and age that this is an age of darkness. And sometimes when we see the terrorism that is happening in the world today, we sometimes think, is there ever going to be an end to the terrorism, to the pain, to the suffering of humanity? Within our tradition, we understand that actually there is a golden age coming. There is a golden age of peace and love between all religions, between all men and women of all different nationalities and religions. And this age is dawning. This age is happening now. Although it may not be obvious to all of us to see this happening now, it is happening. And when we hear a talk given by your good self, we see that this age of peace and love between one another is actually a reality, and I thank you very much. And on behalf of the Hindu community, may I wish you namaskar.
Also, please, from the Buddhist community as well. In the end, to finish tonight's evening, we'll ask the Honourable Doctor to do a dua in English.
Hello. Thank you very much, and thank for this organizer who had invited us for this great evening to see this great person listening to his great message about peace, how to live together. And from my point of view, it is my first kind of conference like this with Muslim, although I really believe that all the faiths can work together because we are all humans. As Doctor has said, no matter of color, no matter of whatever, the cultures or diversity, or the language or whatever barrier we have, but still we share the same common. We have two eyes, we have everything that we need, we all need together, so we can actually learn from each other, understand each other, and lots of wisdoms he had shared. It's a very invaluable, and I highly respect for that. Thank you very much for his coming. From my kind of contribution for this tonight, I put his photo and his dad's advertisement, which I received from being a multi-faith Victorian Police Commissioner Forum, in that member being that. I received that and I put it on Facebook, and I hope everybody will like it. And I saw there were already 10 likes in my Facebook. So I think it's very good. Thank you very much.
If anyone else?
Anybody from? Anybody? Thank you very much.
Thank you. My name is Sandy Puripetis, and the organisation that I belong to is called the Faith Communities Council of Victoria. And on behalf of the Faith Communities Council of Victoria, I want to thank you, Dr. Qadir, for your enlightening talk on the true teachings of Islam. And I want to congratulate you on the venue that you chose, because 2 years ago, right at this venue, we had 6,000 people come together from all different faith communities for the World Parliament of Religions right here in Melbourne. So it's so appropriate that you come here today to speak on behalf of peace. So thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to also invite Mr. Srivasan. He's the President of the Federation of Indian Association. Mr. Srivasan, it is first of all a great delight to have you here and your presence here. And also it's quite a common I suppose, myth going around that Indians and Pakistanis don't get along. It's not the case. We are great friends. We all look the same. We love cricket, and as you mentioned, the same common things between humans. Everything is the same which hurts us. Everything is the same which makes us smile. And if we just go with those common understanding in life, then things will become much easier. Mr. Srivasan, please give him a round of applause.
Thank you for that wonderful note. Dr. Tariq, I left India 35 years ago. I come from a very small village, which is 350 kilometers from Chennai. Born in an Orthodox Brahmin family. Lived in the middle of Islamic surroundings. Just to share with you and the rest of them, you said very nicely right from the beginning, there is no difference between any religions. None of the religions says that go and kill someone, go and rape someone, go and rob someone. Doesn't come through either through Islam or Christianity or Hinduism. Born in a Brahmin family, brought up in a Hindu faith, went to Catholic school in Chennai, St. John's, and also lived in between the Islamic circle, fisherman's paradise, we used to call it near Tanjore. We used to call one another, between Hindus and Islamic families, as brothers and sisters, uncles and aunts. Sincerely I'm saying that. Give you one small story, you will understand why I'm saying that. As I said, born in an Orthodox Brahmin family, my sister was engaged and getting married. I'm talking about 1968, taking you a long way back. My father was very closely linked with the Islamic community in that particular area. Of 16 villages, he was a head of, you call it those days, village officer, to name it. The function is going to commence. Everyone is ready. As you're aware, between the Hindu tradition, we got that gotras. Now, we are not supposed to marry the people in the same gotras. That become like brothers and sisters. And the leader of the Islamic community, who is a very close friend of my father, this is 2 days prior to the wedding, he came and tapped my father's shoulder. Raja, what is the gotras of your son-in-law who is going to get married in 2 days' time? My father said, God, I didn't even ask, I didn't even think about it. For you to come and tell me, it's a great divine call coming from somewhere. Make sure I check that, so you can understand that the area where I come from. But tonight, you are preaching. This is the second time I had someone preaching about Islam. Someone like me, I do understand certain principles and philosophies, but never had it in a simple way of putting it to others. What is Islam? And how do you compare Islam with other religions? And also what it really takes from you today, that we are all one. As you said, the multicultural society in Victoria, and our parliamentarians here, there are 236 nationalities living together in Victoria. There are 269 languages are spoken in Victoria. There are 118 faiths we follow in Victoria. As you rightly said, we are one community. Thank you, and I'm glad that I managed to come here. And once again, I say thank you to Farooq Hussain to invite me to listen to your commands tonight. It was a wonderful experience. On behalf of the Indian community in Victoria, there are 180,000 Indians living in Victoria. I'm also the chair of National Council of Indian Australians. I sincerely say thank you to you. Good night.
I also would like to call Mr. Shura Abbas. He's from the Fijian Islamic community. He would like to say thank you to everyone.
As a member of a very small but united community from Fiji in Melbourne, I would like to thank Dr. Tahir-ul-Qadri to make it down under here and give us a very beautiful speech in peace and unity in Islam. We have been inspired by your words, Dr. Tahir-ul-Qadri, and we have always spent our time browsing through YouTube and understanding your message and being inspired, and it's been great to see you here today in person, and may inshallah give us all the power to understand and follow your message from today. Thank
you. The request is open for anyone else to come say thank you from any of the faiths or community leaders.
My name is Swami Mananda, and I'm representing Shiva Ashram and also Hindu community. And I won't take up your time, but in my tradition it's common to say that my teacher would say that the essence of any true spirituality or religion is to welcome people with love and respect, with an open heart. So we also have a word called darshan. Usually when you go see a great being, a sheikh, a rinpoche, a swami, a guru, a teacher, you have darshan, you meet them. But the meaning of the word darshan is actually to have the direct vision, the insight into the true nature of something. And I just wanted to express that when I was listening to you tonight, I truly felt that I had the darshan of the true meaning of Islam. That was my true feeling. So, I think you're doing a fantastic service to humanity, not only to Islam but to humanity. So thank you very much.
I would also like to invite Helen, the Mayor of the Hume City Council. For everyone who knows, Hume City Council is one of the most thickly populated councils around Melbourne, comprising of lots and lots of nice Turkish Muslims. You can get very nice Turkish delight there, of course. And for those of you who are hungry, maybe a good place to start for tonight.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Helen Theodoru, and I'm the Mayor of Hume City Council. I'm also Greek background, and we are extremely proud to have such a diverse community in Hume. We have more than 20,000 Muslims living in Hume. We also have 140 different ethnic backgrounds and people speaking 125 different languages. We are truly a diverse community. We are proud of our diversity. We welcome new migrants and refugees into our community. It's been inspirational hearing you about peace, because I think that's what we're about. And besides just saying peace to everybody here tonight, I'd like to mention that tomorrow at Federation Square, we're celebrating International Hijab Day. So if any of the people here tonight want to come along and view our Sarira youth, female youth in Broadmeadows, have organised the exhibition and the talks that will occur tomorrow. So I welcome everybody to go down and have a look at the talent that we have in our Muslim female youth. Thank you very much.
Our last speaker for tonight is Mario Bentone. He's from Victoria University and a senior lecturer there, and also represents the Italian community.
Good evening, everyone. Doctor. I was invited here, several of us were invited here. We didn't know what to expect. We're not Muslim, but we're diversified. We understand multiculturalism. Okay, there's been a perception out there of some of the things you were saying, you know, terrorism, Islam, all that, you know, Muslims, terrorists, all that sort of stuff. And a lot of us sometimes think, you know, it's not everyone. There's always a couple of bad eggs amongst all of us for various reasons. One of the things I can appreciate that what was said tonight, right, and I looked at all the different faiths that are here, we have our politicians and so forth, showing respect. What I can honestly say, and I can feel, from our community, from our Italian community, from, in fact, everyone in Victoria, you have so simply put what Islam is. I didn't understand it. Tonight, I actually understood it. And in closing, what I'd like to see, and I'll talk to Farouk and a few others how we can help, if that message could be made, broadcast around the world, not just here tonight. A lot of you people in the audience tonight know the doctor. I didn't. The message was unbelievable. It was clear. It was simply put. That's the message I believe should be out in the workplace. So again, thank you.
My apologies, but we just have one more word of thanks from Paul Pellegra. He's also representing the Italian community. It's just really humble and good to see people expressing their opinions and thoughts tonight. Paul Pellegra.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Doctor, I felt I had to come up here tonight just to say that I come from a Roman Christian family, and to hear what you said really blew me to pieces, because we live in a country, Australia, that is so full of so many different nationalities and religions, and a lot of people don't realise, but we actually are one. And although we all think differently, when we look up, we all look up at the one person. And your message that I heard tonight really, really blew me away. And I really want to tell you that, because if that message could go to so many different people, it would just be unbelievable. If we could all work together, it would be unbelievable. Thank you very much.
Everyone will have dua in a moment. All of you who are here, please take the message with you. Be the ambassadors of peace. Enter into peace or enter into Islam. Stick the name of Islam and peace together rather than Islam and terrorism. And for once, we live in harmony, we live in peace, we love Melbourne. This is a great place to be. This is a beacon of peace and harmony. And we'll request the doctor to say some prayers. May Allah accept our praise. May God accept our praise. Thank you, everyone.
Everybody can pray in his own way. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وقنا الجنة مع الأبرار يا رب العالمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا إنك من تدخل النار فقد أخزيته وما للظالمين من أنصار. ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار. ربنا وآتنا ما وعدتنا على رسلك ولا تخزنا يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد. ربنا اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. وصلى الله تعالى على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وأزواجه وأولاده وذريته وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين وأولياء الله الصالحين وعلينا معهم أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Thank you very much.